stage, the Ashe Arrow, Rise's Root follow-ups, the Seraphine needs no explanation. But on the other side, you've got Gold Card into Flag and Drag, Cataclysm, Ambessa follows up on Gold Card. Even with the nerfs, a Smite fight.
Will he be able to actually get it? The answer is yes, as Oner takes it away. The flash to follow. 3 Talon Strike for the knock-up there, as well as Sponge will be able to find the Flag and Drag. But Faker, he's able to ghost on over, and that is a dead Rise on dead Jarvan on a silver platter for the Rise. Faker off to the races already.
No, I don't think Oner had any...
Buff would have gone on to Faker if he had have secured it. So almost in a weird way, could have been good. If Sponge picked it up, so that then the Rise would be able to get a lot of extra money. As Pleta could just be dead here. Peyz picks it up, and Scout is almost dead as well. Sponge looking to try and get his revenge, though, and Scout will be able to make it.
Starts to build up experience lead like he has right now, then can really start to put the pressure on. And we do see a TF ult.
Yeah, in goes Scout, and there's no flash on Peyz as well, so he's not getting out of the Cataclysm. A very dead Ashe here. Nongshim are on the board.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, Peyz doesn't have flash here. So there isn't a whole lot of outplay he can make once he's in range of that gold card coming through, but maybe a bit more communication from Faker could have prevented this situation, but it's a really good read here from Scout, gets down and helps set that one up. So perhaps a caster blessing of the TF in this case?
Yeah, perhaps. That's almost a steal away here for Oner, who now has flash on cooldown. He's not getting out of here unless they can fight their way out. True shot barrage to take down Keria, but it's traded immediately as Sponge will go down. Realm Warp looking for Diablo as well as he flashes to get himself out of the way. No root is going to help peel for that, and that is a dead Diablo and enough play. And Sion just going to spark Farm Alarm as he heads back towards the top side in order to take all of these minions. Doran having a bit of a slow one so far, just trying to hold King at bay as best he can. Beat drop does come on through though. There's the Encore connecting onto Diablo, and Peyz just needs another auto or two. The barrier does come on through though to keep him alive, and now Oner is dead. Scout gonna collect that one, and Diablo able to get himself home.
Yeah, I was watching that on the mini-map. It looked not good for T1 because they just did not have any way for Doran to join that skirmish. As another true shot.
Yeah, Pop Blossom is going to come through here as well as Peyz is just put down by Pleta. And now looking for even more, and Sponge making his way through should mean that Keria is just dead.
To secure anything back on the other side. And then here, great play from Pleta. Gets the double knock up here, and Diablo stays even though he's low, because that's who he is. He likes to play on the edge. They're calling he's got no flash, and he just tells Sponge to take the kill. He's actually going to be stopped.
Yeah, Sponge actually able to stop him there as now Scout looking for a little bit of an angle. There is the Encore. Doesn't quite work out there as they were looking for Sponge, in fact, as Oner is now taking a lot. Sponge flashes out of the way, very close to dead, and the Pop Blossom is going to connect onto 3. Scout will be going down though as Faker finds that 1v1, and now Oner gets his revenge. Win doesn't become lightning onto Diablo, but I think it's going to be just fine here for T1 as they find a phenomenal team fight just before the Drake.
God, Diablo is insane, by the way. He is not going to get this kill, but he's got true shot. Maybe he actually does? No way he actually lines it up, right?
Surely not.
He's like, Oner definitely does Dragon here. Hold on. He's on vision, so they will see it, and he's just not even going to commit.
All right, not going to throw it out just yet.
Maybe he's trying to steal the Dragon with it. Obviously, it would be low information he has. It's very tricky to make this call. He goes for it.
Yep, True Shot Barrage does come on through there. Just going to help Oner out, and he will be able to secure it. Obviously, stealing things away from a Smite has become a whole lot difficult.
And to see T1 just constantly play through a Rise mid-pick. Classic.
Yeah, Sponge in a little bit of trouble here as the arrow is going to connect. Oner finds the audacious charge and will just take down his Demacian Prince. And now should be a Rift Arrow going over
quite confidently at the moment. So it's really hard to kill Peyz in any situation. As look at the boots of choice here for Diablo. You know, he's got his carry pants on. He knows what he's got to do.
The gluten is coming out as now Keria. Oh, the flash actually towards Peyz here as they do look to capitalize on that lack of flash, but unfortunately, it just does not work. Doran going to show up here as well as Kingin going to be held in position and wiped out. Oner is dealing with Scout towards the north of the fight, and Pleta and Diablo now just wondering what the heck they're supposed to do. Oner flashes in the end as Diablo gets out of the way of the Wind Becomes Lightning, but T1, they should be able to deal with this outer turret. The gold lead is just going to explode, and it looks like their form from yesterday has carried over.
Isn't it crazy when sometimes when you say something on a cast, it just comes true right afterwards. You're like, they've got a lot of appeal for him. I don't think they can get on him. And Nongshim was like, oh yeah? Let's see. And yeah,
going to be very difficult to deal with as the Destiny does come on through. Scout not really using it for much as the arrow is going to sail by. Does look fantastic, but doesn't get a lot done as there's the flash encore. Great flag and drag there from Sponge to make sure that he's able to get himself out. Keria going to give the good old deft thumbs up as he doesn't quite find the engage.
If they get that kill, they might actually be able to do Baron on spawn, for real. So I think that was the thought process behind Keria's flash engage there, but Sponge had an amazing flag and drag to buffer, and he gets away. The aim of Keria in this game has been out of control good, but still, he is able to escape. And Baron's not on the cards, but they get the turret on the top side, and this gold lead continues to sit half towards 6K.
Yeah, this is, it's still looking like a bit of a rough one here for Nongshim because their composition also really wants to be playing from ahead at this stage. Obviously, all compositions do, but this one doesn't really function all that well without having that added advantage. I think stacking up some dragons would have been really good for them as well, but that's also not on the cards as there is 3 minutes until...
Okay, here comes a really optimistic TF ult.
Yeah, Scout is just going to get turned on here by Peyz. Does actually make it out. No! Calculated there on the red buff tick. As Peyz now throws the arrow out, and the Arcane Shift isn't going to be enough to get Diablo out of it. It's a triple here for Peyz as he's on the warpath looking for even more. Kingen will not find the public execution, but he might find the Pentakill here for Peyz, who picks it up at 22 minutes in game number 1.
All right. That'll put a cap on this one, as Oner's already starting up the Baron.
Yep.
Okay, well, 10,000 gold lead here at 22. We are very much in a GG territory here, as Faker's also just not even needed to take this Baron with the full ace by Peyz. He gets the big fancy icon as here comes Diablo.
Yep, doesn't quite get the value there as the Pop Blossom only connects onto Oner as a response. Still, Train coming on through here. Scout takes so much damage from Doran. That was half of his health bar from an ult. What the heck? As Keria tries to go for the extension there. Scout's health bar is not looking long for the world as Faker is doing so much damage. Realm Warp comes in. That's going to zone Diablo away from his base. And now Oner looks to try and take down this Ezreal. It looks like T1 are going to be focused on this turret for the moment, as somehow a Siege minion got in behind the inhibitor thanks to the Realm Warp. That's very, very cute. But with Baron, I mean, this might just be the end of the game. Scout and Sponge still dead for a little while longer. The rest of Nongshim going to have to find something to get rid of T1 from their Nexus turrets. As Doran tanking up 2 of them, I don't know about that one, as now Diablo is in the fountain, and Peyz doesn't care, takes down Pleta first, and is now looking to turn the damage. Kingen is his next target. Sponge is not flag and dragging in any successful way right now, as Doran suicides onto the fountain, and T1 will take down the first Nexus of the series. To try and contest Sponge on his Raptor Cam. Not sure about that one, but let's see who's going to win the level 1. As Scout is rotating over, and Oner is going to have to turn tail.
He's going to have to call Faker. Faker, please.
Yeah. The Blast Cone going to cause some shenanigans here, as Oner is definitely dead. It's just who's going to kill him. That's the question. Flash over from Scout, and he will be able to collect that first blood. There was no mid lane there. Wasn't actually able to contest. So pretty cute. Just comes on over, takes the buff away. Nongshim still have a decent gold advantage, though. Largely based on that first blood, as we know already, but the bottom lane doing just fine, top lane doing just fine. As Diablo taking a lot of damage here, Sponge coming in at exactly the right moment, but Diablo might just be dead, so close to being wiped out as the flash from Keria will be able to pick it up. He does get traded immediately, but that means Diablo is not there to pick up this wave.
Exactly, that's the main part of it. That's a great call from Keria.
Just, you know, don't get too far ahead. Give us a game. As there's a backflip from Faker. Arcane Storm does go down, and the flash comes on through. Faker finds the solo against Scout in this mid lane, and Wolf, I think maybe the pendulum has just swung back, much like our opening video, as Sponge trying to find Faker here. The Cyclone going to try and interrupt him, though, as there is the backflip, and Faker will be able to help Oner grab the kill. That's a nice bubble to connect from Pleta, but Peyz is just going to kill him in a response. Okay, well, very close to. Fire kick, just going to do a little bit of work here towards Diablo, who is desperately just hoping that he can pick up this minion wave. He might be able to do so.
Watch Faker here. So he's going to look for it. Gets the, man, that shuriken. Backflip was so clean.
Pretty perfect execution. That is a solo kill from Doran as well.
catch that wave.
Faker going in, looking for it one more time as Scout is just dead. Perfect execution, gets Faker out of there in the nick of time, and oh my goodness. Or
at least we're thinking about it. We'll need to actually win a fight.
You just needed to hit that Raptor once. Oh my goodness, that was very depressing. He might be able to win this Smite War though, as teleport in from Kingen looks to make his way down. Doran comes on forward. Scout looking for an angle there as well, but Faker just goes into the back line. Not sure about this one, as he is taking so much damage. Surviving for the moment, though, as finally the kill does come through. The Dragon is secured by T1, but both of the solo laners are now dead. Keria limping away from this one, as there is the man drop from Sponge to get the flash on forward to kill the Melio.
Did Faker just, you know, Akali can't deny TPs because she doesn't have CC. Did he just time the backflip to follow? That was crazy. I think that's what he did.
Actually do
I think he did. I think that's how he got into that fight, which
Nongshim now back in the driving seat once again. And Sponge might actually be able to grab Shelly unless T1 just decide to start a fight instead. Diablo very strong at this point in time, as Pathmaker going to deny the CC there from Doran. Tidal Wave comes on forward. Peyz is able to take down Sponge, but Oner is likely to die as well. Kingen looking very low as Faker does get bubbled, but gets the work done beforehand. And now Diablo able to get that barrier down and keep himself alive. Scout now in trouble, gets pulled back, and the dash cannon comes on through. There's the Arcane Storm. Peyz taking so much damage, has to flash to get out of the way, and Pleta is an angry... See where Shelly is going to go. That mid lane is looking already pretty low, so maybe that's not where they're going to go. But 2 minutes on the Mountain Soul Dragon.
Yeah, it is first turret going to go over to Faker there on the bottom side of the map. Before this Herald can actually secure it for Nongshim, unfortunately, but they still get the mid turret, which is more valuable. Faker is pushing all the way to the inner, though someone is eventually going to have to answer this Akali, who decided, I don't know if he had teleport actually to follow Kingen last time around when he did do that
he didn't actually have it.
He has it now, but if they need him, he can be called upon, as Doran is looking for another solo.
Yeah, doesn't quite find that damage, and he's underneath the turret. So Sponge will just kill him, and there he goes.
Okay, so they can set up the swap I was talking about. Well, Faker took too much damage, so he is going to back. Instead, I was going to say Doran could TP to answer the Victor push. So Faker has to walk down to answer it, in fact, because he took all that damage. They decided to keep the Cassante pushing, and that means Scout is going to pick up a lot of money here, actually. I thought they were going to have Doran TP down and keep Faker on the top side after that attempted solo kill, but instead, it's going to be a Doran pushing. Dragon goes over, turret goes over, and Nongshim are keeping this game incredibly close, and their comp scales really well, so... Starting to get a little bit worried that if T1 made one or whether he could see the Akali or not. And the same thing kind of with Rumble as well. Speaking of Rumble, he is not alone.
He is not. Sponge is going to rotate down. Let's see whether Doran can find anything here. He still wants it as he's got friends on the way. Pathmaker comes in. Should be able to pull Kingen out, and he does do so. But they're dancing on the barbecue, and that is the Wukong being taken down. The rest of Nongshim will turn up as well as the culling just to try and deter them. But the Arcane Storm will catch up, at least for the moment. Does finally dissipate as now Diablo with that extra movement speed. The dash is on forward and just joins up with Keria, and Doran gets himself out of there.
All right, Faker, by the way, getting a lot of money here in the mid lane while all this is happening. Did not have TP, and I think he thought that they had enough members to actually get those kills without him.
Oh, that fire kick just beautiful there from Keria on his way out of there. Now no Grand Starfall available here for Nongshim, but Oner is very far away. Faker did ult in that last one, so won't have that for the ensuing fight. As now Diablo getting taken down very, very low. The culling is absorbed by most of Nongshim as there's the equalizer to try and separate them. The all-out from Doran gets into that backline as now the Wukong makes his presence known, but the bubble is so good from Pleta. Peyz now trying to kite this one out, and Sponge has fallen. But both junglers being dead doesn't necessarily guarantee a dragon for either team. Nongshim, they take control of the area, though. They grab the kill onto Peyz, and that should be another Drake going over to them.
Baker might be in trouble here. I mean, there's not really much of a way out. Let's see what he can
Doran
do.
Can the back. I'm not sure about that one. Is now Pleta. Can you stay alive? Faker almost killing both of them. As now Doran is trying to get on in here. Scout wanting some revenge, though, as Faker realizes that he's going to have to try and go for it. The Death Ray is named correctly, and both solo lanes, after some heroics, will fall for T1, and Nongshim will take the dragon.
I think we're going to 3 games, Atlas. I think that exchange for Nongshim, notably the tidal wave, is going to be down here.
Oh, Diablo. My God, the damage from that phosphorus bomb was just gigantic. The culling goes in. Diablo right in that front line as Doran looking to try and cut him up. They do take down the Corki. There goes the Victor. The damage Sponge is just missing outside of King, and whose equalizer does come on down. At least he gets rid of the Cassante. The now Faker looking for even more. And T1, they've got Baron on the mind. It only cost them Doran in that fight, and I think they should be able to take this.
I think there's just too many T1 members here for King to be able to stop this, and Pleta doesn't have his tidal wave. See what he can get done here, but I think this Baron is T1's.
I mean, it does still do a fair bit of damage here as Faker takes both harpoons. Kingen is super healthy at this point in time, but Oner has got Smite. They're not going to be able to stop the Baron. The question is, can they get anything off the back end of this fight? No teleports are going to be respawning, and now they're looking to just try and turn this 4 versus 2. And despite the health bars, I think that Kingen and Pleta overstayed their welcome. They were just watching as the Baron goes down, and then they died.
As you'll see here, he did hit a few harpoons on the Faker, did a lot of damage, but there's 4 members here. There's no Smite for Nongshim. There's no way they're going to deny this, and they cannot stop the Baron, nor will they get out with their lives. And what felt like a 1 game here for Nongshim is tossed to the Wolves.
Yeah, now Faker is just going to kill Sponge. 5-point strike gets him another solo kill here in this game, moving to 5-2 and 3. The Rebel Baron power play cresting the 3,000 gold mark. And remember, before that happened, Nongshim were in the lead. And now it has all just gone pear-shaped. T1 decided that the circus is over. It's time for some winning. Oh my goodness, the culling just destroys Pleta. Half of it. Enough to kill him from 100 to 0.
They're sort of ripping these turrets off the map. Inner and mid is just gone. Bottom lane, no answer. Faker's pushing these Baron minions up to the top one as well. They're now going to start to siege this inhibitor turret. 2 inhibitor turrets will be sieged here briefly as Peyz can just walk up to Scout. Like, Scout has to be careful.
Yeah, he does manage to go gold, and the Arcane Storm is doing a fair bit of work here, but they are diving this turret. There's nothing they can do about it. Faker somehow died elsewhere on the Rift, but I'd go 3 for 1. I'd say 4 for 1, sorry. And I'd say that that's probably pretty good. Did Faker go 1 for 1? He did. So we take those. Sponge taking a fair bit of damage here as well, but these Nexus turrets are not long for the world. And just after we were saying that we felt like we might be going to 3 games, T1 were like, hold my beer. And they are now just going to be going home with another 2-0 victory. And the Nongshim woes are going to continue, moving to 13 games in a row that they've been unable to find a victory. And as the Rebel Baron power play ticks over to about 8.2k, the Nexus will